served our country, a woman who has brought her 3 children, of which her 8-year-old daughter, Jaylyn, will join her on stage. And I want you to pay close attention, for she is the beautiful, beautiful product of UMOM and our veterans, our single moms, and our incredible, incredible programs. Please welcome the one and the only Stephanie and her daughter, Jaylyn, to the stage.
Hello. Good evening. Thank you guys for having me. I promised I wouldn't cry tonight, but I'm already crying a lot. My name is Stephanie Roberts, and I am a 6-year Army combat veteran. I'm also a single mother to 3 children. Jaylyn, who is 8 years old, and if you heard the screaming twins, they're 2. They're in the back doing somersaults. We became homeless exactly a year ago. A couple days ago to a week, exactly a year ago, we were living in my car. And this was from me not able to recognize a 5-year mental illness. After I came back from Iraq, I was still the mother to my children, and we're tough, you know, we're Army strong. I'm very well educated, I have a college degree, and I served my country with the utmost pride and my ego. When I came back, things just weren't right. It was about 5 years. I had a very rough 5 years. I was not financially stable. I wasn't good at managing my money. I wasn't really as good at life as I was before, but I kept on for my kids. It finally got to the point a year ago with my PTSD and my MST. A lot of people don't know what MST is anymore, and it has been an official diagnosis now from the military, military sexual trauma. When I was deployed, I was raped by a former soldier. Now, I don't say this to talk bad about my military members, but there's just a little bit more that goes on with women that now I hope to be a part of that can be addressed. When we became homeless, it was pretty sudden. I lost my apartment, I lost my belongings. Me and my children, we lived in our car behind a hotel on 44th Street in Van Buren. And I started to go to the library, and I was Googling, and I found SSVF and UMOM. I didn't know what UMOM was. In fact, we parked our car a couple times in the parking lot, and I stole the internet from next door, your parking lot, that you guys bought. And finally, SSVF did get us in contact with a Wounded Warrior project that put us in a hotel. And they sent us to next door, to the Red Door. We went to the Red Door, we filled it out, and they said, "We're sorry, ma'am, there is a waiting list. We don't know how long you're gonna get in." And so I prayed. I'm a God-fearing woman, and I prayed, I said, "God, just give us some help until we can get into UMOM." And someone from the Wounded Warriors Project put up some of their own money to put us in a hotel room for a week. Exactly at the end of that week, which is in a couple days, November 2nd, we moved into UMOM Transitional Housing for Veterans. My experience getting to UMOM, I was given Ron Valdez, he was my veterans case manager. He stayed after his shift until 10 o'clock at night because they were so busy, so he could move us in. The little details are really important to me. As soon as we walked in, they welcomed us, they asked if my children needed anything, we did our paperwork, and we were shown to our room. Our room was actually a mini apartment. When we walked in, we had linen, we had bedding, we had a fridge, we had a stove to cook on, we had silverware, we had pots and pans, and I knew that night that my kids and I were gonna be okay because of the people at this organization. When we came, they let me know that since I was a veteran, I would be able to eat in the cafeteria. I knew that my kids now had a roof over our head, and they wouldn't go hungry. I went about 2 months maybe just eating a couple meals a week. I used to be ashamed of this. My twins, I was using toiletries. And at this time in my life, I really needed the help. I really needed the assistance because I wasn't fully recognizing my mental illness. When we got to UMOM the next day, we met the staff, we got a tour, and I was introduced to a VA liaison. It was at that point that I was able to file my claim and be able to go to appointments at the Veterans Hospital to get the help that I truly needed. UMOM provided daycare free of charge right on campus. They provided Jalen a ride to school every day. My car got repossessed the first week that we were at UMOM. That was the last thing that I held on to. That was the last thing I tried to take care of, so we had a means to get where we could go. I ended up going into a program at the VA which helps integrate us back into the world. I was able to file my claim for my disability. I was able to finally speak out about my PTSD. I was able to finally speak out about my MST, and I was told that it was okay, that I could let my ego down, I could let my guard down. I always had someone to go to at UMOM to talk to. There was never a time where I was not grateful for anything that anyone did on that campus. My kids and I would even pick up trash on, Sunday nights when they didn't have people around. We took turns sweeping, we cleaned up after ourselves in the kitchen, and we even volunteered our own time. I helped some of the kids play basketball. I taught some of the kids how to shoot around. It was really a community. It's a real thing inside those doors. And if it wasn't for UMOM, I wouldn't be standing here today. I graduated the Veteran SAW program at the VA. I got to speak in front of the director. I now was awarded my 100% disability from the VA for my PTSD and my MST. My children and I now have an income. We have health care. I am going back to school in January at GCU for ministry, so I can speak to more people. We moved into our new house. We are renting, but we moved into our new house on July 1st. We live in a great neighborhood in South Mountain. Jalen is now going to a private Christian school, and the twins are at a daycare that UMOM helped us find outside. So the help didn't stop there. They helped us find resources outside of there. So now I get to get a couple months back with my kids before I get back into school. Jalen was the only child that I had while I was in active duty and while I was deployed, so I kind of get my time back with her. And if you ever doubt any of the contributions, any of the volunteer time, if you ever think that, am I really doing something? There's people like me. I'm sorry. Any individual, no matter what they gave, helped me gain the confidence to get back on my feet. My children and I, just a year ago, were homeless. Anything that was donated, the jacket, from a sock to a pan to a spoon, we used. And I have those things. Don't ever doubt what you do for this organization. It inspired us so much that I have an 8-year-old who came to me a couple weeks ago and said, "Mom, I want to help out people that go through what we went through." I'm now working on starting my own 8-year-old organization to gather coats for children in the wintertime who don't have it, and it was all her idea, right? I don't want to keep rambling. I am so grateful for this organization, and I'm proud to even say I was a resident from what I went through. And I just want to say thank you. Do you want to say something? You want to tell him a joke?
Is your refrigerator running? Then you better catch it.
process of writing a book, and I just also want to say thank you because without UMOM, I don't know where I would be today. And it's only a year ago, and this organization just turned our life around for the better.
Stephanie, I think on behalf of all of us for making the ultimate sacrifice for our country, please, if you would, get on your feet to thank our speaker and her beautiful daughter for sharing how UMOM has changed their life. And an early happy Veterans Day to you. Thank you, Jalen. And that is a perfect transition into what we do next, because what we do next is more importantly to show you not for what we give, but for whom. So what we've personally done is actually put faces on the screen, and there's no greater face